There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the game's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon, to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my ears, they're crying like children, their saltiest tears. My heart fills with joy that it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of their rage filled the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the souls of huddlers live forever in my mind as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me, for our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets.
What's up, YouTube? How you doing today? It is Monday, April 5th, 2021. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great Easter. Got a great show for you today. A lot going on, a lot to talk about. So, let's first get into the daily updates. Let's take a look at the stock market. 1 second, please. Gonna pull up TD. All right. What do we got today? All-time high in the Dow Jones. All-time high in the S&P. Everything is flying. Stocks are flying today. The NASDAQ is up 2%. S&P up almost 1.5%. The Dow Jones is up 1.12%. What do we got here? Apple up 2.36%. Very nice. You know, Apple's been kind of sluggish of late. Airline stocks going up. Cruise stocks going up very bigly today. We got AMC going to the moon. AMC is flying today. All right. What else we got? And there's news about AMC and potentially why the stock is going up, which we'll get to later. But you apes, keep pumping the stock. Not financial advice. I love you apes. Apes together strong. That's right. That's right. All right. What else we got? Amazon up 2%. BlackBerry up over 8%. Again, meme stocks flying today for the most part. So a lot of apes in BlackBerry too. What else we got? Bumble up 4%. Bio-nanogenomics up 4.3%. CCIV is down, and that's Lucid, down over 3%. Cruise Line's up. Carnival is up 4.65%. Chipotle up 1%. Here, Compass. This was the IPO stock. Forgot which day it IPO'd, but it IPO'd last week. I did a video on that. If you want, go check it out. I did a video on Compass and is it the WeWork 2.0? And in that video, I said, I don't trust it, guys. Again, not financial advice, just my opinion. But I said, you know, this really just looks like Zillow to me. And it's backed by SoftBank. I'm seeing similarities to WeWork. So, yeah, I said it was a crap stock, and it's down 8% today. So we'll see what happens. But on the other hand, I also talked about Coursera last week, which was another IPO stock. And I gave my opinion saying it looked very good. And it opened at 33 last week, and now it's up to 50. It went up another 8.37% today. So I think Coursera looks very good. Again, not financial advice, but last week I said Coursera looks good. You know, if you're considering buying Coursera, I think that it's a good play. And then I said for Compass, I don't think you should buy that. I don't think it's a good play. And today we're seeing massive moves in the upside for Coursera and to the downside for Compass. Anyway, so I was right on those two, for now at least. All right, moving on. What else we got? Delta Airlines up 3%. Again, airline stocks going up. Express, which is a meme stock, up 5%. Ford up 4.35%. Facebook up 3.43%. Fubo, which is somewhat of a meme stock, down 4%. GME is down 2.35%. And this is actually really good considering that this morning it was down 14%. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, where is it? This was GME this morning. But, and there's news about why GME tanked, but it's looking very strong right now. It seems like, we'll get to the news, but seems like the apes really don't care about this news. So it opened around 14% down, and it closed down 2.35%. So actually, all things considered, I would say pretty strong day for GME. But we'll get to that in just a second. GM, General Motors, up 5.6%. Google up 4%. Intel up 3%. Airlines up. JetBlue up 4%. Costs, another meme stock. That's down 0.6%. Li Auto down 1.2%. Marathon, which is a Bitcoin company, Bitcoin mining company, up 16%. Very good. MGM is up 5%, doing good. All the casino stocks are doing good. All the reopening stocks, airlines and cruises and casinos, tourism, all those stocks are going back up as more people get vaccinated and the economy looks better and we're gonna reopen soon. That's possibly why. That's one factor as to why those stocks are going up. Okay, what else? Moderna down 2%. Microsoft up almost 3%. Match up 1%. Microvision up 1%. Micron up 1.5%. I did a video on them last week. If you want to go check it out, they're potentially going to acquire Kioxia, which is a Japanese semiconductor company. Naked down 2%. Another meme stock. Norwegian Cruise up over 7%. Nope. Not Nokia. Nikola. Nikola is down almost 8%. Because it's not a good stock. Not financial advice. But I wouldn't buy it if I were you. Neo is down almost 1%. I forgot to take a screenshot of my account today of Neo, but I'm probably down like maybe $200. That's really not too bad. But Neo started up. It started the day up 3%, and it went all the way down to -1. So 4% pullback there, but I guess you can't complain. Nike up 2%. Nano Dimension down 2%. Nokia up 1.25%. Nvidia up 1.27%. Anything else here? Riot up almost 9.5%. Another Bitcoin company. Peloton down 2.68%. Palantir. Got some news about them. Palantir is a popular Wall Street bet stock. A lot of people like it on the subreddit. Got some news about them. We'll get to that in a second. PayPal up 1.4%. Anything else? Anything else? Sundial Growers, another meme stock, down 2.37%. Virgin Galactic, down 3.74%. And Tesla, big news about Tesla. Well, I guess it's not breaking news because it happened last Friday when the market was closed and I didn't have my show, so I didn't go over it. But we got news about Tesla, the new delivery numbers, and that is a big reason why the stock is up today. But actually, Tesla opened at around like over 7% up, like I think almost 8% up, and that pulled back a little bit today. But still, very nice day for Tesla. Under Armour up 4.5%. And the VIX is actually up 3.5%. That's a little weird because the market did really well today. And the VIX usually goes up when everything goes down. So, little bit odd, but whatever. And Workhorse is down 6.5%. They're getting crushed again. Walmart up almost 3%. Xpeng up down 2.5%. So pretty much everything doing very well today, with the exception of oil. Oil is bringing everything down. Let's take a look at the dollar real quick. The dollar is down today in every major currency pair. Dollar is down today. Okay. Let's just take a look at the meme stocks real quick. No, we pretty much got everything here. Okay. Now, let's take a look at crypto very quickly. Excuse me. Let me just pull that up. Okay. Here we go. Bitcoin up 1%. It's still hovering around 60K. 60K seems to be a point of resistance for Bitcoin. It briefly broke it, like last week? I think it went to 62K. But right now it looks like Bitcoin is struggling to get over 60K, but I'm sure it'll be over 60K in no time. Ethereum up almost 1%. Very good week. It's up 15% for the week. Binance is up 7%. Up 37% for the week. Binance has been killing it. Really upset because I used to have Binance, but I had to sell it because I live in the United States. What you gonna do? Okay. XRP is up, mooning. It is up almost 38% today. Wow, I don't know what's going on. But it's up 50% for the week, so whoever has XRP, congratulations to you. Very, very good day for you today. Litecoin is up 7%. Very nice. Up 12% for the week. Chainlink up 1%, up 12% for the week. Bitcoin Cash up. Well, that was a huge spike. Up 9.5% today. Up 18% for the week. Anything else? What is Dogecoin at? Oh, Tron is up 25% today. Up 130% for the week. Wow. Moonshot. Where's Dogecoin? And yeah, here. BitTorrent. This thing has been going on an absolute tear last couple of days. Up 20% today. Up 209% for the week. And then we got Dogecoin. Up 2% today. Up 7.3% for the week. And then, if you guys missed it last week, I did a video. Elon Musk is literally sending Dogecoin to the moon. Nobody knows what that means, or if it was just an April Fool's joke, but Elon Musk tweeted that SpaceX is literally sending Dogecoin to the moon. So, make of that whatever you want to make of that. Because nobody actually knows. But all I know is it sent Dogecoin flying up like 10%. So whenever Elon Musk tweets, man, this guy just has powers. He has the power to just move markets through Twitter. Okay. So let's get to the news. Let's start with the Tesla news. 1 second, please, as I pull that up. Actually, sorry, no, we're not going to start with the Tesla news. We're going to start with some more general news about the job report and what Janet Yellen has to say. So, oops, wrong button. There we go. So this came out on Friday. Again, I didn't get to cover it because Friday was closed. So we'll just go over this very quickly. Job report blows past expectations as payrolls boom by 916,000 in March. Job growth boomed in March at the fastest pace since last summer, as stronger economic growth and An aggressive vaccination effort contributed to a surge in hospitality and construction jobs, the Labor Department reported Friday. Non-farm payrolls increased by 916,000 for the month, while the unemployment rate fell to 6%. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones had been looking for an increase of 675,000 and an unemployment rate of 6%. The total was the highest since the 1.58 million added in August 2020. It shows that the economy is healing, that those who lost their jobs are coming back into the workforce as the recovery continues and restrictions are lifted, said Quincy Crosby, chief market strategist at Prudential Financial. The only concern here is if we have another wave of COVID that leads to another round of closures. So yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing. This is not new news, but this is very good news, and probably why one of the big factors why the market is jumping so much today. This was very encouraging news. So the estimate was 675,000, and the actual was 916,000. So that's not quite 30%, but more like 25% beat, which is very impressive, very encouraging to investors. And they expected the unemployment rate to be 6%, and it actually was 6%, so hit it right on the nail there. But yeah, very good news here. And this was on Friday. Okay. One second, let me pull up the next order of business. Okay. This was today. Yelling to push for global minimum tax on corporations. This is pretty interesting. Okay. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen on Monday will call for a minimum tax levy on corporations around the world in an effort to keep companies from relocating to find lower rates. We are working with G20 nations to agree to a global minimum corporate tax rate that can stop the race to the bottom, Yellen told the Chicago Council on Global Affairs in prepared remarks. Together we can use a global minimum tax to make sure that the global economy thrives based on a more level playing field in the taxation of multinational corporations and spurs innovation, growth, and prosperity. The remark comes as Joe Biden looks to raise the corporate tax rate as a way to pay for a $2 trillion infrastructure improvement plan. Under the administration's proposal, the corporate tax rate would climb to 28% from 21%. That increase would come just 4 years after former President Donald Trump slashed the rate from 35%, which at that time was the highest in the world. So, not going to read the whole thing. But, last week I covered Biden's infrastructure plan. He wants to invest $2 trillion into, it's not just infrastructure, but most of it is going to infrastructure. Improving bridges and roads, and then he plans to spend more money on, one portion was helping disabled people and the elderly, and then he wanted to invest some money into upgrading schools and electrical grids and water, the water lines, the pipes. So, big plan there. And one of the biggest concerns about this issue for the current administration, the Biden administration, is that they want to stop companies from moving overseas, because and you can't really blame corporations for this, but if the tax rate is too high here in America, the United States, they're just going to move to a different country where they don't have to pay that much tax. And Biden is looking to stop that he wants to keep companies in the United States. But you can't control what happens, in a different country. You can't tell them what tax rate to set. But apparently they're trying now. And I don't know how feasible this is, okay? Because I don't know how you're gonna get 20 countries to agree to this unless you sanction them. I guess is the only way. So I don't know how realistic this is, but the plan is to get most developed countries in the world to have a global tax, a global minimum tax of 28%. That's what Janet Yellen wants to do. And this would apparently pay for the $2 trillion infrastructure plan. So interesting stuff. Obviously, as I said last week, this is not a political show, okay? But we'll talk about how politics can affect the market. So obviously, the Republicans are not going to be happy with this, and they're going to do everything in their power to block this or to kill this. And the Democrats agree. So, and then the Democrats have control of Congress right now, but they don't have 60 votes, which is required to beat a filibuster. Now, I'm not going to get into what all that means, but if the Republicans want, this is not going to go through, even just the infrastructure plan, because if they really wanted to, which they probably will, they're just going to call a filibuster, and at that point, you're going to need 60 votes in the Senate for this to pass. So, quite honestly, this plan, not just the infrastructure plan, but Janet Yellen's plan to have a global minimum tax rate, seems a little ideal to me. Like, it doesn't seem very realistic, but I guess it's a good start for what they want to accomplish. But I just really don't see this becoming law. And we're talking about the corporate tax hike from 21 to 28%. The $2 trillion infrastructure plan, that's probably going to pass, but it's going to be heavily revised before it goes through, because the Republicans are going to block it, and then they're going to negotiate, and then it's going to be like, I don't know, 1 trillion or 1.5. That's what always ends up happening. And for those of you who don't know, Janet Yellen, she's the Treasury Secretary, but she used to be the Fed chair. So what Jerome Powell is doing now, Janet Yellen used to have his job. And a little off topic, but she has ties to Citadel and a lot of those hedge funds. And when it came time to investigate Robinhood, it seemed a little bit suspicious, because it just kind of seemed like all the big players, Robinhood and the hedge funds and the clearing houses and the people investigating Janet Yellen, it seemed like they were just all in bed with each other. And again, like, we'll never know for sure, because they can just deny it. But all I'm saying is, at the very least, it looked really, really bad when Robinhood shut down the whole GME trading and all that. Anyway, we're not going to get into all that right now. But, yeah, some news here. Janet Yellen and Biden wants to hike the corporate tax rate. Not just in America, in the whole world. All right, now let's get into some Tesla news, some individual stock news, not just the broader financial market news. 1 second. This is really good today. There's been no sirens yet. This has been half an hour almost, and it's been pretty quiet. If only every day it were like this, that'd be perfect. All right. And this was news on Friday. Um, so not new news, but good news nonetheless. Tesla delivered 184,000, well, let's just say 185,000 vehicles in the first quarter of 2021. Model S and X production dropped to zero. Interesting. Tesla just reported first quarter vehicle production and delivery numbers for 2021. In total, it delivered 185,000 vehicles and produced 180,000 cars. Analysts were expecting Tesla to deliver around 168,000 vehicles during this period, according to estimates compiled by FactSet as of April 1st. April Fools. Estimates range from 145,000 to 188,000 deliveries. So, yeah, they blew it out of the water here. The high end estimate was 188,000, and they hit 185,000. So, very, very impressive. They were right there in the high range of what to expect from deliveries. The Q1 deliveries beat Tesla's previous record of 180,570 deliveries in Q4 of 2020. So that was just last quarter. So another record after record. All of the electric vehicles it has produced were Model 3 sedans and Model Y crossover SUVs during the quarter, and it didn't produce any more of its expensive Model S sedans and Model X SUVs. It delivered 2020 Model S and Model X vehicles from inventory, however, representing just 1% of its total deliveries. In a statement, Tesla wrote that with new equipment installed and tested in Q1, the company is now in the early stages of ramping production for updated versions of the S and X. During its most recent earnings call on January 27th, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said, "We have been able to bring forward the Plaid Model S and X. Model S will be delivered in February and Model X a little later." He added that the Model S Plaid were actually in production now. All right, so not gonna read the whole thing, but that's pretty interesting. They just stopped producing Model S and X's, which are the more premium cars that Tesla makes. The Model 3, I think it starts around like 35,000, somewhere around there. If I'm not mistaken, the Model S is around 70,000, like almost double, more than double. And if you guys watch my Neo video, you know, I did a comparison between Neo and Tesla, and I said that, you know, Tesla is more known for just pumping out lots of cars, doing lots of volume. They want to make as many cars as they can for as cheap as possible. Primarily, that's not all their business, but this just confirms it. You know, most of the demand is for Model 3s and Model Ys too, although they're not as popular as the Model 3. But this is very encouraging news. Just absolutely killed it here. You really can't ask for much better. And yeah, we see that reflect in the stock price of Tesla, up 4.5% today, and at one point it was up like almost 8%. So yeah, this is probably why the stock jumped up today. All right, let's get to the next order of business. Okay, now we're getting into the stuff that everybody wants to hear. Okay? we're going to talk about GME and AMC. And then we're going to talk about some Palantir, because, I know you apes like Palantir too. And then we're going to get into some YOLOs. So, hope I didn't bore you in the first half of the show, but, according to the analytics, this is what everybody wants to see. All my GME videos, my AMC videos, my YOLO videos, by far killing it. Way popular than my due diligence videos and my IPO videos, and so I gotta give the people what they want to see. All right. Oh, we got some chats. This is this is my friend in the chat. There are like 4 Zillows. There are like 4 Zillows. Riot. Nikola to 0. Luxury volume. Yeah, yes, the Model 3 is very nice. But not as nice as the Model S, and not as nice as the Neo ET7, and I think even you can admit that. But yeah, it is very nice. All right, let's talk about GME. Oh, didn't pull it up. Oh, sorry. GameStop shares tank after it plans a $1 billion stock sale. Excuse me. Fire truck. Let me just mute the mic real quick. Alright, that should be better. So, yeah, GME, they're finally doing it. All this time, for what, 3 months now, while the whole GameStop saga was happening, Ryan Cohen's just sitting there, right, watching the stock moon to $500. Should we do a share offering yet? No, I don't think so. This is the best publicity we ever got. Just let it chill for a sec. So now they're finally doing it. Okay, let's read. GameStop shares fell 12% on Monday after the video game retailer said it may sell up to $1 billion worth of stocks as it takes advantage of a dizzying rally in its shares this year on the back of a Reddit-driven retail trading frenzy. The company said it would sell up to 3.5 million shares and use the proceeds to speed up the shift in its business model to e-commerce in an overhaul being led by top shareholder and board member Ryan Cohen. At Thursday's closing price of $191.45 at the market sale could fetch GameStop up to $670 million. The company, however, is not obligated to sell shares at that value since at the market programs allow companies to sell stock over a prolonged period of time. GameStop stock has gained more than 900% so far this year, giving the company a valuation of as much as $34 billion. At one point, as retail traders bet against Wall Street hedge funds that had shorted its shares. Alright, so I'm not going to read the rest. But yeah, they finally did it. GameStop is doing a stock offering. Not sure at what price they're going to do it at. But usually when a company announces a stock offering, a share offering, that usually results in the stock tanking, right? Which we saw this morning. It was down 14%. And the reaction is, apparently, nobody seems to care. Wall Street bets, the apes do not seem to care. They're like, they were just like 14% down. We're buying the dip. Buying the dip. So you apes bought the dip down 14%. Excuse me. Sorry. These damn sirens. See, I shouldn't have said anything. As soon as I said no sirens, then we get 2 sirens. Anyway. So you apes bought the dip down 14%, and it went up 12% today from the bottom. So really, the stock offering didn't affect the stock price at all. We finished down 2.5% today. Like, come on. So I guess the apes don't care. The apes do not care. Okay. What's next? Yeah, I got another GME article. We'll just go over this one quickly because it's not too important. So I'm not going to read the article, but I'll just read the title. GameStop announces preliminary sales results for the first 9 weeks of fiscal 2021, reflecting an approximately 11% increase compared to the prior year period. Sales for the 5-week March 2021 period increased approximately 18% from prior year. All right, so we're seeing that GameStop is doing better as a company in terms of sales and revenues. Now, I will say, and don't hate me, guys, I'm a little skeptical about this. I'm not arguing with the numbers, but I just wonder how much of a factor that the new generation consoles have to do with this. Because yes, GameStop increased its sales, but how many of those sales were PS5s and Xboxes? Like, because what the consoles dropped in September or October, if I remember correctly. So you wouldn't see that in the sales in in January and March of 2020, but it would show up for the sales of 2021, because even now you can't get a PS5 or an Xbox. Like, I've been trying since it dropped, literally, and I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for a PS5, but even to this day, I look every day to see if I can get a PS5 for retail price, and it's just sold out. And then when I actually do see the PS5 and I hit add to cart, boom, sold out. So this is good news, it shows GameStop. I'm not denying that this is true. This is true. Yes, sales and revenues are going up. I just wonder, how much this has to do with the new generation consoles. Probably not. It doesn't have to do all with the new generation consoles, but I'm willing to bet that the consoles is the biggest factor in why GameStop is improving its sales and revenue. And then aside from that, just people wanting to support, apes wanting to support the company after the whole short squeeze thing. So, interesting news. I wouldn't look too much into this. Good news, but I wouldn't look too much into this. And that's just my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion, not financial advice. I could be wrong. I'm just an ape. I'm just like you guys. All right. Now let's talk about AMC. What time is it? 4:40. Any chats? Okay. AMC upgraded as Godzilla vs. Kong renews confidence in the domestic box office. So, but when did this movie come out? I think on Friday. But very good results. This was the first major film released since movie theaters opened back up, and a lot of people wanted to get out of the house. It killed the box office, and I wonder how much that NFT costs. Remember last week I did that video, like how much is this Godzilla versus Kong NFT? I believe there were two. Well, there were a lot of NFTs, but like two of them were the limited edition, like the scene where Godzilla actually fights Kong. And they were gonna go on sale on like Thursday, I think, but I didn't check how much they actually sold for. But I assume it's something stupid, all right, like in the six figures. Someone go check for me. Let me know. All right. Godzilla vs. Kong is restoring confidence in the box office. The Warner Brothers film, which posted the best opening weekend of any movie released during the coronavirus pandemic, destroys lingering concerns around the theatrical window importance and demonstrates a solid path to resurgence, B. Riley security analyst Eric Wold said in a note Monday. Godzilla vs. Kong signals that consumers are eager to head into the cinema for new blockbuster features and suggests that the summer slate could see similar success. Wold also upgraded AMC Entertainment to buy and raised his price target to $13 from $7. Shares of the company rose 13.5% on Monday and have jumped more than 410% since January, in part due to renewed confidence in the company's ability to survive the pandemic. AMC has a market value of $4.2 billion. We have remained impressed with management's ability to weather the pandemic headwinds by both strengthening the balance sheet and negotiating with landlords to improve the cash runway into 2022, Wold wrote. And as the largest exhibitor in North America that also operates the highest number of premium IMAX screens, we view AMC as well positioned to benefit from the industry's projected resurgence and return to pre-pandemic attendance levels by 2023. Okay. So, very good news for AMC. What is it trading at? Like 10, 11? So, but this guy from B. Riley Securities has a $13 price target on that. So it's not just us apes anymore, okay? These are actual hedge funds and firms that are starting to see upside in AMC. And he says he expects business to return to normal by 2023, which is still a ways off, 2 years, a year and a half. But the market, Wall Street Bets, replied very well to this, reacted very well to this news, and we see that today the stock jumps, and this is right after last week. AMC also was offering shares, or they were asking permission to do a share offering. And I did a video on that last week, and if you recall, the stock went down like 8 to 10%. I forget how much, but once they said that they were going to offer shares, the stock tanked, and it didn't recover like GME. But now we get good news, and the stock is recovering, so that's good. So good news for AMC and probably good news for GME. GME is bad news short term, and it didn't even seem like it mattered because the stock bounced back very quickly in a day. And good news for AMC. So apes are very happy. Apes are very happy. Where's my So, you apes, pump GME, pump AMC. To the moon, not financial advice. I'm just an ape like you guys. Alright, what's next? Alright, let's talk about Palantir real quick. So Palantir isn't as popular as GME or AMC, but it is a very popular stock on Wall Street Bets, so I gotta cover it. A lot of you apes are in Palantir, and this is very good news. Palantir selected by the National Nuclear Security Administration for 5-year, $90 million contract for Safer project. Palantir Technologies Inc. today announced it had been selected by the National Nuclear Security Administration, NNSA, to provide its Office of Safety Infrastructure and Operations with a platform for effective knowledge management and data-driven decision-making in an agreement worth up to $90 million for a duration of up to 5 years. Palantir will serve as the platform for NNSA's safety analytics, forecasting, and evaluation reporting. Safer project. Safer will help the NNSA in their mission to manage nuclear security by allowing it to best allocate its human and financial resources to prioritize safety. This is Palantir's first contract with the NNSA. Alright, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but good news for Palantir. They just won a contract. It's a government contract. I think it's a government contract, but 5-year, $90 million contract for Palantir. Very good news, and it was surprising because this wasn't like big news. This was like just kind of swept to the side. I think it's pretty big news. Palantir is a good company. Not financial advice, but I think Palantir is a good company, and a lot of you apes do. And $90 million contract. This is a pretty big deal. And the stock, like the reaction to this news wasn't all that, I forgot how much the stock is up today, but it wasn't that much, not compared to, Tesla and AMC. So it's kind of surprising. I thought the reaction would be stronger to this news. But I guess everyone just cared about AMC today and not Palantir. But good news nonetheless. XRP about to hit 90. Yeah, I saw that. Crazy. Oops. Let me just turn this screen off. Alright, now the fun part. Or the part that everyone enjoys. We're gonna get into some YOLOs. Okay. First one. Who is this by? This is by Bun Dog Grillionaire. Bun Dog Grillionaire. AMC YOLO update still here with all 178,727 combined shares. You ape. You ape. Bundog Grillionaire. This is what I imagine you to look like. Alright, so this guy, well, it says here he only has like 167,000, but he's saying he has like 180,000. Anyway, guy is over 1.7 million bucks just in AMC. And look, he's up. I mean, I don't know how much he's up, but damn, that's a lot of money. So, congratulations to you, Bundog Grillionaire. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Next one. Big gains this morning on ASO. Ticker ASO. This is by Elkarn 2949. Elkarn 2949. Oh, I think that's how you say it. So this guy, today, in one day, he's up over $65,000. Wow. Attendees for you. No, actually, I got something for you. Yeah, this one's for you. Printing them tendies. Print those tendies. All right, this guy had $25 call, a $30 call, and a $40 call. And quite honestly, I'm not sure what the stock price is at right now, but I assume it's over 40, right? And these expire in 2 weeks, so yeah. If I were you, bro, sell them back. Don't just sell them back. Take your gains, sell it back. This is a crazy gain. Just walk away with your profits. Don't be autistic. Take your gains, run. But congratulations to you, Elkarn, 2949. All right. Okay, this is by So Fortunate. So Fortunate. In honor of 3 months on Wall Street Bets, I present to you me turning 40K in high interest debt to 425K in less than 2 weeks. Wow. What an ape. So, I don't know what he means by high interest debt. You mean margin? Anyway, he turned 40K into 425K. Look at that graph. Like, he's up 500%, 510%. That's insane, man. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, So Fortunate. 400K, almost 400K in 2 weeks. Man. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. All right. Who's next? We got 2 more, I think. Yep, 2 more. This is posted by Is this witty enough 92? On January 25th, I went to rehab holding GameStop. That same day, it exploded to over $100. Have now been sober for over 2 months, and this sub has changed my life in the process. So I'm glad. First of all, I'm glad this guy got the help he needed, and I'm very glad you're clean now. So congratulations to you for that. And on top of that, he made a fat gain. He's up $100,000. Up 27,000% in 3 months. Oops. Wrong button. Applause. Says here, so he bought 100 shares at $15. Another 100 at 20. Another 100 at 17. Another 100 at 37. 50 at 35. And another 40 at 39. So, he got in pretty low. You know, all the way down since $15 he was in. And then he bought up on the way up. Excuse me 1 second. Siren here. Okay. On the way down, he sold 100 for $150, 50 for $250, 50 at $135, 50 at, wow, he sold it kind of near the high, $325, and then he sold the rest of it, $165 at $323. So all in all, $100,000 profit. Very impressive. Very impressive. Congratulations to you. Is this witty enough, 92, on your gains, and congratulations for getting out of rehab and being clean. Proud of you, brother. Okay. One more, and we're going to finish just on time. Okay. All right, this is by Kamal Eyebrow 2. I probably butchered that. Kamal Eyebrow 2. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I messed it up. Okay. Yeah, all right. This is a pretty fat L right here. Respect, man. This guy lost $27,000 in 1 day. So, not only did he lose that, his account is actually in the negative now. He's down negative $5,000. Yeah. Pretty rough. And you know, last time we had a bunch of losses, but this is the only loss this time. This is pretty bad. Oh, I understand what happened here. Yeah, this is something that probably shouldn't have happened. This is not totally his fault. this guy did a bear credit spread, and I'm not going to get into what that is because it's kind of confusing, but if you really want to know, check out my Patreon. I explain it there, but Robinhood is supposed to automatically execute certain legs of this spread, and they didn't, and because of that, this guy lost a lot of money due to Robinhood's incompetence. Let me see here. Yeah, it says right here, his short leg for SPY, $401 SPY got assigned, but his long leg for 402 expired. And it was supposed to automatically get exercised by Robinhood, but it didn't. And because of that, this guy ends up with a fat L of $27,000. Again, it's kind of confusing, and I'm not going to get into how this happened. But just know, this is very rare. This usually does not happen. And if Robinhood just did their job right, this would not have happened, because they're supposed to automatically execute your trades for you, your spread, part of your spread for you. So, again, that's why I don't use Robinhood, okay? And I don't think any of you guys should either. Been saying this for a long time. Stop using Robinhood. They're not good. So this is unfortunate. Not entirely this guy's fault. Probably would have lost a lot less if it wasn't for Robinhood. So, sorry for your loss, brother. Kamal bro. All right. And, yep, that's going to do it for today. Finished just on time. This is perfect. So, hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm starting to see I'm getting a lot more views, and I'm starting to get subscribers now. So that's very encouraging. I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the support. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. And if you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. It's been 4 days, well, 5 days now after this, and you know, my channel is growing already. Doesn't seem like much, but it's on the way up. So I greatly appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. All right, so time to sign off. Gotta put my shades on here, you know. Alright, you apes, you already know, diamond hands to the moon, not financial advice. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. I see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace. If I could find my outro button. There it is.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold then, hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold then, hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold then, hold, sisters, hold then.